Before we officially start this movie review, I have to go return some videotapes. During the time of making this review, usually when I watch movies and I have to review them, I like to take notes. I have 3 full little notebook pages of notes and almost a full iPad worth of notes right here, ready to review this movie. And I still didn't get all the things I love from this movie. American Psycho is truly one of my favorite movies of all time, and I don't know where I would be without it. I don't think I'd love movies as much, and this is honestly, in my opinion, a cinematic masterpiece. There's just something so charming about this movie, even though it's about Christian Bale, aka Patrick Bateman, being a psychomaniac who kills hookers, and it's, for some reason, that resonates with me, and that resonates with people who watch this movie. The amount of quotable lines in this movie is outstanding. Don't just stare at it, eat it. It's at Dorsey's now, you bastard! Don't touch the watch. I mean, this movie is just chock full with memorable lines, and half of these pages are just full of those and lines I wanted to say in this video. But if I had to just talk about every single scene and every single thing I liked about this movie, I would have to go over every single scene and every single line. That's how amazing this movie is, and this is by far one of my favorite movies of all time. With all that being said, let's actually talk about this movie. So this movie stars Christian Bale, Jared Leto, Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe is one of my favorite actors, and Christian Bale might just be my favorite actor. The main plot of American Psycho is about Christian Bale's character, aka Patrick Bateman, being a self-obsessed, psychotic maniac who works and lives on Wall Street and has a really nice apartment and just wants to be the best of his job. He wants to stand out. Basically, eventually in the movie, Christian Bale goes completely and utterly insane, and at the very start you realize that this is not an okay person, with one of the most iconic movie scenes of all time, where he's just in his house talking about himself, talking about his morning routine.
I believe in taking care of myself, in a balanced diet, and a rigorous exercise routine. In the morning, if my face is a little puffy, I'll put on an ice pack while doing my stomach crunches. I can do 1,000 now.
This morning routine would probably take 2 hours to do, but yet he does it every single morning. I could barely get my ass out of bed in the morning, and he's freaking taking a non-alcoholic freaking moisturizer and putting ice packs on his face and doing 1,000 crunches. I can barely even do 10. Jared Leto's the second main actor as on IMDb, and he's in this movie for about 5 minutes before he gets his head chopped off by an axe. One thing I really enjoy about this movie is the fact that before he's about to kill, torture, rape, whatever he's going to do with his victims, he starts talking about music.
I think their undisputed masterpiece is Hip to Be Square. A song so catchy, most people probably don't listen to the lyrics, but they should.
This is Sussudio. Great song. Personal favorite. I just love that about him. I don't know why. If I were ever to be a psychotic and insane murderer, I would definitely be talking about Drake before I killed everyone. And maybe even Phil Collins. Now, let's dive deep into this movie and get into one of the most controversial things about this movie, the ending. I personally love the ending. It kind of shows basically what the ending is. This is a major spoiler to the movie. This basically spoils the whole movie. So if you haven't seen it, go make some popcorn and go watch American Psycho. Basically how American Psycho ends is we find out that all the things that he has been doing may not all be true. As he finds out that Paul Allen's place is being sold, the body he just put inside the apartment is gone, and the real estate agent is just telling him to leave. And when he's calling his lawyer, forget your lawyer. When he's calling his lawyer, he confesses to everything he's done, and the lawyer thinks it's a joke, and he eventually just freaks out and starts telling the lawyer everything, and he just starts going crazy, and I love it. And he's just like, God, it almost makes you so upset, because it's like, this guy is mentally insane, and he's trying to get his point out to people, and they don't even believe him, because people just think he's a normal guy. And the funny thing is, even when he is supposed to be his normal guy around people, he's still an asshole. Like, his girlfriend knows he's having affairs with people. He's having affairs with other people's people. I mean, he's just a self-righteous asshole, yet people still hang out with him. And in his little friend group, it's like they're all just teenage girls all talking about it, and I just love it. And they're just talking about business shit. God, I love this movie. I love this movie. Without a doubt, American Psycho gets an A+. This doesn't even have to be a question. This is one of the best movies of all time. And the thing is about this movie is this is a comedy movie. It's so funny. I just remembered 5 scenes I didn't even talk about in this video, but I just can't because I don't want to make this 2 hours long. Go check out American Psycho, please. I couldn't recommend this movie enough to anybody. I mean, God, I love American Psycho. Thank you guys for coming to the Marco's Movies channel and watching this review. If you enjoyed this review, click that damn subscribe button and put on that notification and comment down below what you think of American Psycho and your favorite movie about a guy who goes insane. Because this is definitely my personal favorite. I hope you guys all have amazing days, amazing nights, amazing evenings. And as always, keep watching movies. I'm going to go return even more videotapes.